You think if I play this in Akranos, it'll send Anathrius so far into the future that he just goes ahead and rotates early? Yeah, this is Dragon Paladin featuring the big new legendary Anachronos. And I got to play this one early during the pre-release Fireside Gatherings against my buddy Clark Hellscream. And I have to say, it performed a lot better than I was expecting. Some of the early to mid-game tempo cards like the Amber Whelp and then the nice curve of Time Warden into Onyxian Warder often gave me some nice swing potential, but also often some very big boards, would allow me to push a lot of pressure. And then if needed, you have an Anachronos as sort of a release valve to buy yourself some time. And then if you didn't get there on your kind of early game tempo game plan, pushing people down with all of these faster bodies on board, then you have Kazakhstan and Cariel as late game pivots. So you can use an Anachronos to reset, play a Kazakhstan to start giving you all kinds of obscene treasure value and some survivability off of Cariel. So this deck feels pretty good for a recipe deck. This is one of the deck recipes. Of course, these are all red because they're not in the game quite yet, but we'll have to see how this one holds up in a real live meta. Maybe some of these turn 4, turn 5 swings will come a little bit late against more refined aggro decks, but nonetheless, I do see a lot of potential here because you could probably end up making this deck a little bit more consistent or, meta adaptable, adapting it to the right meta so that it also competes well. So nonetheless, really enjoyed this one, and I think it definitely has some potential. Yeah, this looks fine. I mean, Time Warden's been pretty insane. Maybe we keep Time Warden. Kind of like Time Warden. Okay, and Anachronos could be great against those big, crazy boards they build in this deck later. Order in the Court, we definitely gotta dodge for a minute. Is Time Warden OP? I don't think so, no. You take a really big downturn just to set up a sometimes good turn. Because nobody's pumped about playing a 4-mana 3/5, right? It's just not, it's not good. And depending on the sort of rhythm or shape of a game, it could go really poorly if you do. Like if your opponent has a powerful board and you need to play a Time Warden, you're just going to fall behind and not be able to recover in time. And then also if you have a really bad hand. Gosh, I'd love to be able to play this. Number one, I don't really know our curve that well, so that makes it awkward. But number two, I need stuff. I need stuff. Oh, hey, Valagor, thanks for the Prime sub. That's nice. Cool. Ugh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this now. It's a little premature, but I'll tell you what. We draw card number 1, so it's just more stuff. I have a 4. I have a pretty decent 5. I suspect I'm gonna get to 6. I think the next draw might be our 5 drop. I think, in other words, I think we have maybe even a really good 5 drop line here. I haven't seen a 6. I've only seen the 2 8s and the 7 that I can remember. Yeah, nice. Okay, perfect. Let's start softening this up while we can. It's pretty gross, but this is going to be an amazing turn 5. So that line actually worked out really well for us, I think. Ooh, those are a pain. But the taunt saves the day. It's all good. It's all good. We like taunt. We like taunts. I don't remember seeing a ton of AoE in this deck. Either way, though, honestly, we're just going to keep trading in to respect that, to honor that. I guess they can evolve it out, though. Shoot. Does it evolve? How does it work? I don't know how it works. If there's no 12, does it just whiff, or does it re-roll itself? Oh, there's a target anyway. Okay, never mind. Scratch that conversation. Happy we respected it. Time Warden again into Onyxian. This right now does actually let me fully clear, though. I think I like that a little more. We're just going to be playing Kazakhstan 8 as our win condition, right? Kazakhstan's certainly ready to go, so that's good. Oh, no, he's not. Wait, what? Okay, well, he will be after this turn, whatever the case. Oh my god, how is it possible? I thought I played more. Oh, they got a Vandar off that. I think you're pretty happy to get Vandar, even if you don't get your 2-3. I don't think you're too distressed, right? All right. Actually, this is pretty good math again. If we want to save the warder for a time warden turn, I think that's a little better. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I'm dying over here. So Kazakhstan now should be good to go, unless somehow Cariel makes more sense. We're certainly saving Anachronos for like their big from the other side death rattle board. We've seen them summon that a couple times in this deck, so it'll reroll itself. Okay, great. So we'll turn into an 8/9. That's fine. We're a little exposed, but with one taunt up, this certainly feels okay to me. Boomboxes are good. Yeah, boomboxes are good. Embers can definitely be good. We're a little ahead on board. With Anachronos in particular, we might be able to get a good board swing. Pure Cold is good, yeah. Staff is our best pick here as a board clear, and Canopic Jars with like an Onyxian Warder is pretty cool, I guess. Banana Split might be a little harder to use. I don't know. All right. I'd say that was a decent lethal bundle, but not the best like removal or recovery cards there. So I think we definitely want to stay on the pressure front as much as possible. Bannerman also not drawing a card, so that's a noteworthy thing. There's not too many minions there in the... Oh, no, wait, is he? I didn't take Bubba. No, I don't think so, right? I didn't take Bubba, yeah. Boombox Canopix, also amazing, yep. Some nice little self synergies there. Yeah, you don't really want to Anachronos this guy just yet, right? You kind of want to kill this one the old-fashioned way. So, probably just Time Warden Pure Cold. All right, taking some risks here on this 5/1 being alive. Actually, on that note, we should play this first just to be safer. Should have done that after the last attack too, but hopefully the 5/1 lives, right? No, dude. No. This is fine. Remember, this works now, so it's all good. It's until the end of your next turn. So current turn and next turn. Instead of the Pure Cold, we'll just build the board up. I don't think there's a ton of board clears in this deck other than From the Other Side, which can function as a board clear effectively, but is not inherently a board clear. Now that is a little more annoying. Canopic Jars here would be sick, dude. Embers is less sick, I think, but maybe a good time to carry all then. Either Anachronos or Bannerman's gonna get jacked up here. Who's it gonna be? Did we hit this? We kind of have a fixed amount of health here. I take 3 for that sake. For some potentially better math later. I don't know, actually. Maybe not. I love the art on this card. That looks so cool. I like really high contrast art like that. It's a great silhouette with some really bold color usage. That looks cool to me. That's my like style, my aesthetic. Oh, dang. Okay, now that I was not anticipating. All right, jeez. Maybe this needs to be Anachronos now? It's not exactly the board we were looking for, but I need this to go away, right? I guess, yeah, man, I don't know. 12/12 might be pretty hard for him to kill. I don't know that... It depends on how good this Embers is, right? We might have a lethal setup, but... I mean, this is like 26 with weapon, so... Yeah, here's that same weapon, the dragon banner's really that, like, dark, crazy dark color now. It's good armor gain. It's a pretty good board coming back. Oh, this is kind of a neat combo, isn't it? Not exactly what we would normally expect to do, but I like it. Boombox would be better, but I think sometimes you just want to play the cards you got, right? It's good enough for me. Okay. Sure. Why not? hit the dude first so that it didn't kill a snake. I arguably you could try to kill a snake to get one more legendary on board, but I like having a little bit of a you know, sticky board behind too. That's nice often. All right, so Brucon's pretty good. This clears most of the board, but here's that stickiness we were talking about, right? Maybe protect this next legendary here. Create some friction this way. This seems like it could be a really good Ember's turn. Now, I will say, well, maybe not. Not if he goes for taunts, I guess. If he goes for taunts, probably not as good. We'll have to see. Brucon does have healing, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Yeah, taunts, all right. Damage, not irrelevant, honestly. Not irrelevant. Oh, I forgot. It's time for those to come back too. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Okay. Not that bad though. Staff of Scales actually makes this pretty chill. Pretty chill, I gotta say. I think we just hit for 12, don't we? He's on deal 2 again, so keeping these alive is not a thing we're thinking about. Oh, that has taunt, but it's not showing. Yeah, that's weird. We play this, don't we? Like, this deck just doesn't have a lot of board clear. Okay. I need a timer for Anachronos, man. It's really easy to forget, right? It's really easy to forget. Great board. If he has another From the Other Side, does he have enough minions left that make it good? I guess he does, right? He hasn't really been playing them. They're all copies. I guess he's played some at this stage, but not like a ton. Oh, okay. That's fine. It's not much worse, or maybe even a little better. I guess, well, not a little better. We lost the giant guy. Never mind. Not a little better. But solid minions here anyway. So Embers on this dude's actually pretty legit. This is a good window for it, because he'll heal a little bit off the death rattles and stuff, but that's okay. That's happening anyway, so it's good timing if it's gonna happen. Nothing here dies, so that's good news. And this is such a big hit that we're kind of setting up pure cold attack for lethal. Well, not with a hero power again. My god, this freaking hero power is really causing me some ire. There's more armor gain too. Jeez. Oh, and he got the Nasdormu. That's annoying. Crap. I need Canopic Jars off the top, please. Boombox, huh? Let's just spend our mana on this, right? I think it's okay. We have nothing else to do, and I don't think the freeze matters, but just in case we need to spend that mana again later, we have a Embers for lethal or something. It's going face. Just a Moarg, okay. Can I get Canopic Jars one time, please? Yes, okay, cool. This feels very nice. Gonna heal again a lot, but hopefully between the legendaries and... Oh! Okay, that's good. I like to see that. All right. Can we clear the minions here, guys, please? You're not doing a lot of work yet. Oh my god. Guys, clear this stuff. Please, give me a Rushman or something too. That's a little better, okay. Oh my god. There we go, okay. We didn't kill it. Like, do I kill it? Like, do I want to take another 4? I think there's a pretty good chance it, like, yes, of course it kills the Lich King always, but is there any chance I die if I take 4? He's dealing, I go to 5. He's got 3 off his hero powers. There's like no way, right? These boombots sucked though. I don't know if it's worth it protecting the Lich King here or not, because like, do we really need it, you know, that sort of thing. This is a risk. I don't know. I don't know how he answers this board though. He's out of From the Other Sides. Like, I don't think he has anything left to answer this board. I think this just wins. I just want to make sure I have enough damage to handle any more like big healing or whatever. He has like a Drakuru, but that doesn't answer this stuff very well. Schooling, I mean, I don't see how that's good enough. Another Moarg, okay. This is why we wanted the damage, right? Swarmers. These might challenge my Embers a little bit or something, right? I don't really think so, though. Pure Cold's 100% lethal, right? Always. This is kind of a scary game, guys. Cool. He went toe-to-toe with that Kazakhstan for a hot minute. That was not bad. He took me down to 9 cards. Like 9 Kazakhstan cards, right? I guess I only played 8 for the record, but jeez. Like, that's pretty tough. That's a crazy game. Yeah, the Warlock deck is not good. Don't play that. Don't you dare play that. Okay, Cariel is actually priority number 1 here, maybe. I guess perhaps priority number 2. There's a good chance we could just smork this down, but I think Cariel is priority number 2. This is an arcane mage with a ton of burst damage off their arcane cards. So if I can cut all that in half with Cariel, that's a really big deal. It's not exactly cutting in half because it's 3 damage, so it would round up to 2. But with Vexillus, that's gonna actually deal 4 instead of 6. So it's not. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's really good. So not exactly cutting it in half, but similar anyway. Cutting it by a third. How broken does Rogue feel? Rogue felt good. I think Rogue felt really good. I wouldn't say broken, but good. Concoctions. I mean, there were some broken moments. We had some broken miracle stuff happening, but you know, there's a lot of peaks, a lot of high rolls, but still a pretty good consistency too. A little scary how the all-in rogue miracle stuff after playing concoctions still had cards in hand. You know, like turn 3 10/10s off your location, but you still have 4 cards in hand. That's a little nerve-wracking, I'll say, because it usually those all-in plays have come at the sacrifice of resources, but concoctions kind of help prevent that. You know, that's spooky. Concoctions are fun though. Yeah, they're very fun to get like this random stuff. It also is enjoyable to have to kind of play around different outcomes within a fixed range. That's the best kind of variance, I think, when you have an assortment of outcomes, but they are in a finite range of outcomes. I think RNG and variance is really frustrating when it's completely unpredictable and totally you can't account for all the variables. But concoctions, it's like I have this fixed number of variables, they interact in this fixed number of ways. It's a significant number, but the game is different every time. The concoctions are different, but it's knowable, it's solvable. Well, not really solvable, but it's, you know, it's I can account for, okay, maybe they're gonna get 6 damage, maybe they're gonna get a reload and draw 4 cards. You know, I have the expectations a little bit. It's a tightened up range. All right, so we've gotten this early smork going nicely, but not the follow-up that we need, man. I think we have to just go ahead and do this for a playable card. Twilight Drake's not very big. I think I value the Amber Whelp more, honestly. Just the 3 damage matters here. We're getting really close to killing them. Cariel's 4 damage the turn I play it usually, so 3 damage is a big deal. Being forced to use arcane bolts for defense, that's a good sign. I like that. Aw, good snipes. Order of the Court's bad for me here. I actually need things that are playable now. I know there's at least a Kazakhstan in the deck, so. Oh, that's a good card. We like to see that. Could technically do it now because I kind of have a 7/8, but I don't really want to delete my board yet. Too many cards. I'm Kel'Thuzad and I have too many cards. May have to play for defense here again. Siphon Soul on that. Not Siphon Soul, Siphon Mana, I guess. What's it called? I don't even know. You think Druid should be nerfed in new expansion? It's really scary. I mean, it felt very strong when I played it, but oh, I see. Okay, I was like, why is he putting that to 2? What the hell? Interesting line. It was very scary, but you know, we'll see. It's a little premature to make those claims, I think, but Definitely scary. Okay, this feels weird, but it 4 is a significant breakpoint because even through any sort of taunt, Cariel is still lethal next turn. So feels weird, but this card, by the way, is good, dude. This is a good card. This card just feels good. 3 is so much bigger than 2. It's just so much bigger than 2. There are so many things that 3 deals with that 2 does not. It just feels good. It's funny how the Whelp is a 3/3, but like even those giant, you know, we saw that 4/5 guy, or maybe he's even a 3/5. He looked like he was 100 feet tall. This enormous dragon taking up the entire sky, and this tiny little Whelp that's like the size of this guy's head. You know, it's not much bigger than his head. Is a 3/3. What's the difference there? Okay, solid alibi, certainly not enough. As we said, there are 2 lines in this game, and we can either smork them down or get to Cariel and stay alive. We kind of did both, but it was really the smork down. We just went for tempo. Yeah, this guy's a 4/4 and he's the size of a bus. Most YouTube commenters, honestly, if somebody gives you crap on YouTube, says something rude, or like gives you a hard time about something, honestly, 90% of the time, if you go and you say, yeah, dude, that's silly, or like, yeah, dude, come on. I usually just say like, come on, dude, really? That kind of thing, you know, in whatever words. Like, you're kind of a hint that you're being unreasonable in whatever way. Sometimes more direct than others. Sometimes I'll just restate their comment framed the exact same way. But 90% of the time, people will come back and be like, oh, yeah, sorry, man, I was having a bad day. Or like, oh, crap, I love your videos. It's like, even the hateful comments, it's like, well, I think they just need a chance to vent or whatever. Which sometimes makes me feel bad for calling it out, but not really. I think it's still important to set the standard a little bit and be like, really, man? Like, this isn't the best way to express this frustration, you know? There's got to be better ways. Ooh, this thing's spicy. Do we tempo an Amalgam of the Deep? Yeah, probably. We definitely don't want to fall too far behind on board here. I don't think the Quel'Thalas is really the play, given the 1/1 here. Yeah, no more Warlock today. Yeah, no more Warlock today. I haven't started editing that video yet. I don't really have time right now to do the sort of storyline of my descent into madness justice that requires some actual editing commitment. Right now, we're just about getting videos out, just getting the new stuff out. Had that happened a month from now, I'd have time to turn that into a pretty good spicy video, I think. That's less true right now. Sanguine Soldier. I didn't get any signature cards. No, I saw people getting like 4 legendaries in their packs, like their golden packs. Apparently, the golden packs have a higher signature ratio or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but holy crap, this turn is gross. Oh my god, that's actually a really gross turn. I guess we get as much of this tempo back as we can, huh? Do we need to respect these stats or the next wave of stats? You know what I mean? I'm gonna make a bold decision here. I'm gonna try to protect the 4/4 on board instead of these guys. I'm gonna let these go off, basically, I'm saying. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, but I think he might have less minions and more like follow-up spells. I don't know what the deck's like though, so this may backfire. This might really be bad. Heads up. Heads up plays. Genius plays. Let's go. Actual Hearthstone genius Regis Kilbin. Oh, this is dead, but it doesn't really matter. We don't need the 1/1 anyway. All good. We're gonna wait on this, I think. It's so good to get the minion. And we're not in a real hurry to play it right now. We have kind of a turn next turn with Bannerman, Quel'Thalas. Oh, I feel like a genius right now. Yes. I mean, he probably had a choice there because he still got 5 cards, like four other cards in hand last turn. So he probably had a choice, but he was probably thinking like, okay, I'm going to shore up this board a little more. you know, get ready for the next wave basically by leveraging these stats now. These decks are pre-made. Yeah, we don't get to choose these. Yep. We just have to play what Blizzard makes for us. It's the only chance we really get to play the new stuff, so. A lot of people on YouTube get salty saying I got early access. Not in this. Everybody can play these. I understand the salt otherwise. I get it, actually, but not in these. It'd be nice to get another minion here, probably. We don't really... Yeah, that's good. Okay. We don't really need Quel'Thalas here. I think just getting stats on board's better. Honestly, Sleepy Dragon against this deck seems really good. Yeah, better than Amber Whelp even, I think. Just having this to shut down a board later, force some real trades. I think with Flight of the Bronze into Cariel this next couple turns, we're going to really start to stabilize. Oh. Plague Spreader. Okay, interesting. What is that from? Is that in the deck? Oh, no, that's from Amalgam. Okay. Honestly, okay, I'll turn my Sleepy Dragon into that probably. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We don't care. Yeah. Let's just discover a new dragon, right? That'll be great. We'll get rid of the Sleepy Dragon. It's all good, and we'll discover a new dragon. Time Warden, we're not really going to be making a lot of dragons, right? I think it's just Ysera, yeah. Okay, that's a little different than a... Definitely a little different than a Sleepy Dragon, but I think absolutely fine. Bronze Defender here gives us the kind of defensive utility we're looking for. This card looks cool. All of these look pretty cool, actually. Oh crap. Oh, Cariel's just amazing. Okay, this is even better. Yeah, never mind. Well, is that better? How much damage am I hitting for? 11 and 4. 15. I have an 8/8 on board. I mean, I'm kind of setting up a 2-turn or a 3-turn lethal. That seems silly. This is a good board. Let's just protect it, right? I don't know. Like, there's something there, like, for sure, to set up the kind of the multi-turn hits and stuff. I get it. There's a line there, but I don't think it's right now. Remember the Fallen. Honestly, let's just protect our big boys here. Am I crazy? The green line is around the circle on this. Didn't it used to go around the whole taunt? Am I... That's such a small thing, but something about that looked wrong to my eye. Like the circle being around the... Wow, dude, these unending swarms are... Dude, it's just all of these, but thankfully this time they got some base versions. Anachronos certainly would have dealt fine with this, so... Yeah, visual bug? Okay, so it's not just my eyes, you guys see it too. By my hammer's might. Okay, they can have pretty nasty boards, so we'll keep Anachronos, actually. Good luck with this Warlock deck, though. Watch me lose to it after all that yesterday. You got Path of Arthas already? I mean, I pre-ordered, so I think it's part of it. I don't have, like, access yet, but... I do believe that I will have it at the right time. I wonder if it'll hit, like, the perfect opener again. He's been so lucky with his deck. He's gonna think it's amazing. Coin is not like amazing in this deck. 3 drops wise, what do we have? We have not a lot. I don't know. Okay. Rewarded for my greed. We have the 3 damage guy and the bronzy boy, so we can see why they brought Bronze Explorer back for core set, by the way. It seemed at the time like such a random inclusion, but now we have the Bronze Dragonflight, so suddenly making a lot more sense, isn't it? Ooh, that's good, man. Fantastic curve fix here. Honestly, I like Amalgam a little more. Just having that flexibility can be nice. It is conditional something's on board, but I don't think that'll be a problem for us. Time Warden into Warder looks good. If you open standard packs during Fireside Gathering, can you open March of the Lich King cards? I doubt it. I bet the standard packs are limited to... I bet that's a thing that flips over on Tuesday. But I really don't know. Do you feel Arcane Spam OTK might be a thing? Yes. Yeah, we played it yesterday. Yeah, it felt pretty good. Well, I don't know if it felt good, but I mean, it got there. I don't know if it would get there against Renathal decks, though. We weren't playing Renathal decks, so that could make the difference, maybe. So this Warlock deck he's playing, it had, like, that Fell removal card that deals 5 per cast. It had a lot of single target removal, but not that many, like, really good AoEs, as I recall. So in other words, I think this will hold up pretty well. We have, you know, 8, 10, 12, 14 health on board, and he should only really be able to deal 10, so you kind of assume the 2/1s die if he plays 2 of those, but the 4/7 should hold up okay. So we'll go into this turn ahead with an amalgam to play, which is kind of nice. 3 golden legendaries and 6 normal ones. That's great, dude. Congrats. Hey, Miku Pog, thanks for the Prime sub, by the way. Very cool of you. Very cool of you, sir. We just go here and trade in, or we try to protect this buff, I guess. Probably try to protect this buff. Ah! It still goes on this guy because he's hard to kill, but didn't want him to lose his shield, you know? Sad. Okay, do they have any 7 mana removal or anything? Like, I can't think of anything he had. It's 7 mana, right? There's just nothing. Yeah, see, the slime's gonna be too late. He got it too late. Like, if you get the slime on 5, you're a happy person. If you get it any later than that, it's like, screw you. You don't win. He doesn't even have a taunt here, so I can just ignore this and go face. Is this lethal? Certainly is, yeah. It's the same exact feeling I had with this deck every time. Clark's finally feeling the pain of that inconsistency.